At the back door of the UK government's Edinburgh offices this morning, the Prime Minister pulled up to the sound of a small but loud group of protesters.
He's not mentioned Palestine. If they don't listen to the hundreds of thousands who are protesting on the streets, what are they listening to?
While at the front door, the First Minister arrived to join Keir Starmer, along with his Welsh and Northern Irish counterparts and England's mayors, for the first ever meeting of a new Council of the Nations and Regions. But will it achieve its aims of resetting the relationship with Westminster?
Obviously, well, things couldn't be any worse than it was with the last government. They were a disgrace, and I welcome the increased dialogue we have with the United Kingdom government.
It's really good to see you all here. Welcome.
Convening the meeting, the Prime Minister stressed its focus would be on investment and growth, as he announced £24 billion of private investment for green energy projects across the UK. Grangemouth, carbon capture and more public investment ahead of the budget at the end of this month were key talking points. Keir Starmer met individually with First Ministers here this afternoon before chairing the first meeting of this new council, which lasted about 90 minutes. We were supposed to be inside too and had a slot to interview the Prime Minister. But late last night, Number 10 withdrew it, with the Prime Minister only speaking to one broadcaster instead.
Today was very much a statement of intent with the Council of the Nations and Regions, and the First Minister of Scotland and I have been in meetings for the best part of 3 hours today. I said I wanted to reset the relationship. I wanted to collaborate so that my government delivers for Scotland. That's why I've had a very good discussion today about how we can work more closely together.
What matters, of course, is the substance of what comes out of it.
What do you think of him as a person? Do you think you can get along?
The Prime Minister and I have a good working relationship. It's a courteous relationship, and I will do everything I can to make sure that Scotland's interests are advanced in our engagement with the United Kingdom government. But there are big issues at stake. The budget is absolutely critical. We've got to see an end to austerity in that budget. If we don't, then I can't see how the agenda of growth will be delivered in the country, which the Prime Minister is seeking. So the ending of austerity is absolutely fundamental.
On his 100th day as Prime Minister, here's the verdict of shoppers in Edinburgh on how Keir Starmer is doing.
They've got like 13 years of like absolute misery that they need to try and undo. So I feel people are being a bit unfair.
Start off, it hasn't been great.
It's not been a good start, but I think let's not just jump in too quick and condemn them. Let's give them a chance.
They were full of promises, hype before the election, and none of it's come to fruition.
Terrible. Worse than what we've just had.
One has to hope that they'll deliver, but they've got a mountain to climb.
Well, if it is a mountain, then after today's summit, it seems the two governments may finally be starting to move beyond base camp.